Hey everybody, how's it going? Today, let's take a look at the very unique and quite rare 2012 Audi R8 GT. And this is going to be a detailed, in-depth review of the R8 GT. We'll start it up, show the engine, get an exhaust clip, and go over the performance data, and show you a bunch of the unique aspects of the interior as well as exterior. And so, without further ado, let's go and start her up, let her run. The exterior color is a matte finish known as Suzuka Gray, an Audi exclusive, with a full black leather and Alcantara accented interior with crimson red color contrast stitching. Absolutely beautiful sound. The Audi R8 GT comes standard with speed proportional rack and pinion power steering and a very unique Alcantara wrapped steering wheel with flat bottom race inspired design. Grip extensions off to the side here, the crimson red color accent stitching, and the unique R8 GT badge located in the bottom of the wheel. The standard transmission for the R8 GT is Audi's 6-speed single clutch R-tronic automated manual gearbox. Basically, to activate, you push on over to switch to automatic mode, click up or down for manual shifting, or utilize the aluminum paddle shifters mounted behind the steering wheel. Click it on over for neutral, and down for reverse. Once you put it in reverse, it activates your parking sensors that show up on your little multimedia display. Beautiful bespoke shift knob, finished and polished aluminum with the vehicle's number designation on top, and a carbon fiber housing. Carbon fiber accented Alcantara e-brake. So we're going to flip on the headlamps, as well as the hazards. Both windows are naturally fully automatic. And we're going to check out the exterior, shall we? The R8 was originally introduced in 2008 and was Audi's first mid-engine supercar. Boasting aluminum construction, available manual or automated manual gearboxes, and a potent V8 engine, it was essentially a supercar bargain. The vehicle shares basic layout and construction with the Lamborghini Gallardo, but has a style all to its own. Its concept car design gives it a unique look unlike any other supercar out there. It's also a comfortable car with rich interior materials and plenty of technology. But in the past few years, Audi introduced the R8 5.2, which came essentially with the same V10 found in the Gallardo, although tuned specifically for Audi's application. This gave it over 100 more horsepower than the V8 and solidified its supercar status. Now, Audi's gone a step further by developing a limited production, lightweight version of the 5.2 known as the R8 GT. The GT is limited to only 333 units worldwide, of which only 90 were to be sold in the US. Therefore, it makes this performer not only unique, but rare. The GT also comes with its own unique wheel and tire package to give it a more aggressive look. It consists of 19-inch forged titanium-finished aluminum alloy wheels wrapped in high-performance summer tires measuring 235/35 in the front and wider 295/30 tires in the rear. The GT also features upgraded carbon ceramic brakes that not only provide more brake force to compensate for the increased power, but also shave weight by about 20 pounds. Perforated and internally ventilated discs go all the way around and measure 14.4 inches in the front with 8 piston calipers and 14 inches in the rear with 4 piston calipers. As far as the suspension, the GT features independent double wishbones front and rear, but differs in the shock setup. Replacing the electronically adjustable magnetorological shocks or magnetic ride, the GT gets conventional coilover shocks that are manually adjustable. They can be lowered about 0.4 inches or about 10 millimeters to give it a lower stance without sacrificing ride quality. The R8 in standard form isn't necessarily a heavy car to begin with, being that the majority of the construction is composed of aluminum and magnesium. Engineers had to go to great lengths to shave weight wherever possible, and even more so for the European market. Overall weight saving is around 220 pounds. For starters, the GT's windshield is thinner, and the rear windows and engine cover are polycarbonate. This saves 19.8 pounds. The aluminum engine cover has been replaced with carbon fiber to shave an additional 14.6 pounds. Even in the interior, rather than stripping out the luxury elements, thinner carpet saves 17 pounds, while European markets get an additional option of lightweight bucket seats with optional 4-point harnesses that shave an additional 69.5 pounds. Due to safety regulations, the US will only have the choices of leather and Alcantara or full leather upholstery. Finishing off the exterior alterations is a full carbon fiber exterior kit with splitters, robust rear diffuser, unique front and rear fascias, spoiler, and carbon side panels that drop 29 pounds. As far as other weight saving, the car uses less engine insulation, a lighter intake, and a free-flowing exhaust that shaves an additional 30 pounds or so in all. European markets also get the option of roll bars, a fire extinguisher, and even an entire roll cage for off-the-street racing. Overall length is 174.6 inches with a width of 79.9 inches and a height of 49.9 inches. Total curb weight is around 3,362 pounds. I'm going to pop the engine cover. The R8 GT features a direct injected mid-mounted 5.2-liter dual overhead cam V10 with 4 valves per cylinder, dry sump lubrication system, and an aluminum cylinder block and crankcase. With tweaked engine programming, the GT puts out a total of 560 horsepower at 8,000 RPM and 398 pound-feet of torque at 6,500 RPM. Essentially the same output as the Lamborghini Gallardo LP560, and when you think about it, it's a nice performance upgrade from the standard 5.2 of around 525 horsepower and 391 torque. This gives the GT a 0 to 60 time of 3.6 seconds and a top speed of 199 miles per hour. With the body modifications, downforce is increased 6-fold. Therefore, with the lower stance, lighter weight, and increased power, the GT has great corner carving ability over the standard car. As far as fuel economy, with a 19.8-gallon tank running on required premium gas, expect to see around 13 city and 19 miles to a gallon on the highway. The beautifully engineered cockpit is perfectly fitting for a German track car. The GT utilizes a vast amount of Alcantara accenting as well as soft-grained leather surfaces on the doors, seats, and other various interior surfaces. Panels fit together with precision and gives a well-built tight feeling, and what looks like aluminum is in fact aluminum from the door handles to the sport pedals. The sport touches are also nicely finished off with carbon fiber handles and inserts going across the doors, speedometer cluster, as well as dash. Keeping with the luxury, everything is still powered on the seats, including the power lumbar. There's plenty of airbags to help keep it safe, from side curtain to inlaid seat airbags, while unique accents such as the engraved shifter and color accent crimson stitching constantly remind you of the race pedigree. Like I mentioned earlier, you can also opt for a full Napa premium leather interior package for even greater comfort. And to gain access to the rear compartment, grab the handle at the top of the seat back, pull forward, and this reveals a bit of storage space as well as a little coat hook. Greeting the door sill is a set of carbon fiber and aluminum door sill plates that are partially polished, as well as embroidered floor mats, aluminum sport pedals like I mentioned earlier, as well as a full manual tilting telescoping steering wheel. You can see some of the carbon fiber wrapping around the dash, and everything's nicely finished off with that full black Alcantara headliner with crimson red color contrast stitching. So let's go and see how she sounds. It's a wonderfully free revving engine. And we're going to shut her up. Beautifully solid. The R8 GT comes standard with a premium Bang & Olufsen audio system with Audi's Navigation Plus multimedia telemetrics interface. It's a fantastic sounding audio system with standard Sirius satellite radio and HD radio. Alcantara lined A-pillars, Alcantara lined visors, your manually dimming rear view mirror, as well as your interior illumination and hands-free Bluetooth microphone located up top. You'll also notice, coming down the Alcantara headliner, that you also have the crimson red stitching accenting the middle coming down towards the back of the vehicle. Another really neat styling cue about the R8 GT, the carbon fiber actually flows around the speedometer cluster, meeting down to the center console. It's already a flowing design, and the way it's angled kind of makes it look like a little cockpit, how it's kind of focused more towards the driver. Down below the mobile media interface, you have your climate control system. Very simple, temperature adjustment off to the left, different zones off to the right, fan speed in the middle. Also, it has that knurled, almost bespoke aluminum feeling to the knobs too, the same way that you find on the shifter. Front and rear defrost, heated seats, 3-stage for both sides, as well as one-touch automatic. Traction control and parking sensor activation in the center console. Your carbon fiber also extends back here, accented around the cup holders, as well as a little bit of storage there. As far as the multimedia system, it's pretty simple to use. In the center, you have these little quadrant buttons that correspond to the different menus that you see located around the main menu that you're in at the moment. This is your main radio screen. You can go between your presets, change the band between AM, FM, Sirius, as well as adjust your sound. Pretty simple to follow. Media. For your hands-free Bluetooth streaming of audio, iPod auxiliary integration, loading up MP3 files onto the hard drive-based navigation system, it also has SD card input as well as an in-dash CD player. Located here. The system's also DVD-based as well, so you can play DVDs. And a similar set of controls around here, including your sound adjustment that you saw on the radio screen. The directory for your hands-free Bluetooth telephone. Insert contacts. Your Bluetooth telephone screen. Navigation. Putting it in your favorite places. Navigation info. Route settings. As well as your map. The vehicle also has real-time traffic updates, as you can see by these little blue lines here, and that comes standard with the Sirius satellite radio, as you can see in the little info screen. And car, just basically your navigation identification and things of that nature. A little bit of storage in the back with your iPod integration. And as far as the multifunction steering wheel, you have your radio controls, hands-free voice dialing, as well as selecting between your different modes here through the little driver information system located in the middle of the speedometer cluster. Alrighty. Good, shut her down. Now let's check out the rest of the vehicle.